Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards, and today, special treat, we get into this brand new unopened box of Panini Golden Age. It's actually not new, it's new to me, and it's new to you because it's never been opened, but it came out in, I believe, 2012. Yes, there it is, 2012, and this is a very unusual set, and it does have baseball players in it. As you can see, the National Baseball Hall of Fame has its logo on here, so there are lots of baseball players in here, and it's full of cool cards, but there are also celebrity cards in here and unusual sort of pop cultural stuff in here, movie stars and stuff like that, and many of them are from the golden age of like the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and I guess maybe even some from the 70s. But I got a pack of this in a Fairfield Pharmacy box, I guess it was about a month ago, and I liked it so much, and you guys seem to like it so much, we kind of talked in the comments about me getting a box of this to open. So here it is, finally. It arrived while I was away on vacation, and I thought, you know, I cannot wait to get back and get into that thing. So here it is, the first Anything Can Happen day since I've been back, and we are going to open this up. I think we're going to do half of this box. There are 24 packs in the box. We're going to do half of this box today and half of this box next week on the channel, and there are all kinds of interesting things you can pull out of here. One thing that I'm not excited about are Triple Crown Winners Tribute to Horse Racing, which I have zero interest in. But we should get an auto card and a relic memorabilia card of some kind. So we should get two very special cards in here. And they're also, I believe, numbered cards and all kinds of other stuff. So we'll get Mr. Kershaw to get into this for us and start opening these packs. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Anything Can Happen Day, which is Thursday. And the week is winding down. See what these look like for us. Again, we're going to do 12 packs today and 12 packs next week. There's a box topper pack, and we'll get into that today. We'll open that up first and see what that's like. These look like they've been shuffled around quite a lot, so we're just going to count out 12 of these. There's 2, 4, and 6, and we'll get 6 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I do not know which of these is the relic card or the memorabilia card. I may have pulled it out. I may not have. I do not know. As I said, I'm not too sure. But we're going to open 12 today. We put that back there. Get the rest of this plastic off of this box. And if you've never seen one of these open before, if you missed that episode where I opened a pack of these, then you're in for a real treat. I think they're very pretty cards, and I also think that very interesting cards. You never know what you're going to get. So let's see what we get out of this box topper. I actually don't know what is in these, so I should have done my research and found out what we can expect out of these. I may have to get scissors. This doesn't want to... Oh, there we go. All right, I think we got it. See what we pull out of here for our box topper. It is a pennant. It is a fabric pennant of Sam Crawford, the Hall of Fame Tigers player. That is pretty neat. This is looks like there's a photo. Yeah, that is some sort of printed photo that has been glued to this stiff fabric pennant. And it is numbered 48. So there we go. I guess we'll put that on top of the box there. And nice piece of cardboard that I can use when I mail things out to people. Let's get into our first pack of Panini Golden Age. 6 cards per pack. And... Don't really know what to expect out of these. Should be very interesting. Beautiful cards are the only thing I know to expect out of these. We start off, indeed, with a horse racing card. It is Seattle Slew, who slew the competition back in the 70s. I believe Seattle Slew did win the horse racing Triple Crown. There's Joe DiMaggio, very nice card. That's a beauty. Be even nicer if it stays in focus. Let's see if we can manage that today. That's a beauty. I like that card a lot. I'm going to put that one in the Wolfler, I think. Then we got Billy Martin, who's probably better known as a manager than as a player, as second baseman for the Yankees, and then he went on to manage the Tigers for a while in the early 70s, and then ended up with the Yankees, took them to the World Series, and fought quite often with George Steinbrenner, the owner of the Yankees, as well as Reggie Jackson and everybody else he could get his fists on. That is John Glenn. Is that what that says? Man, I'm going to need my reading spectacles for that. Oh, no, it's not John Glenn at all. It looks like it's John Dean, who testified in the Watergate hearings when Richard Nixon was being dealt with for his transgressions. Not a card I'm all that excited about. Dizzy Dean, that's a much better Dean. I like that one a lot more. That's pretty cool. Very nice card there. And Elizabeth Montgomery. Hello, nurse. I am bewitched by Elizabeth Montgomery. That's a pretty sweet card. Why are these not staying in focus? I don't know what's up with that. I may have to change the angle of the camera or something. Try that and see if that works a little bit better. So pretty sweet card there. I think I pulled her out of the pack that I opened previously when I got that pack out of the Fairfield box. But there are movie and TV stars in here. Mostly it's baseball, but you can see there are some other things that we will find in here. We've got Thurman Munson, a player who I believe should be in the Hall of Fame. Thurman Munson was a great catcher for the Yankees in the 70s and died tragically in a plane crash in, I believe, 1979. And he was the captain for the Yankees, took him to the postseason several times, was a really good catcher. His career was cut short, obviously, but it's a guy who I think should still be in the Hall of Fame nonetheless. There's John Dean again. Could do with less John Dean and less jockeys. Ron Turcotte, the jockey there, and there's Pete Rose. So that one's pretty cool. I like that mini card. That's a nice one. And there's John Heisman, for whom the trophy is named after. That is a pretty nice sweater Johnny Heisman is wearing there. I would absolutely wear that if I could find one of those on the rack at the local Kohl's, but they don't. I haven't seen one of those sweaters out there. That's a nice sweater, John. Warren Spahn, the great pitcher for the Braves and then the Mets when he finished up his career. Very nice card. And the Hindenburg. Wow. That is random and bizarre. My son's going to be thrilled about that. He loves natural disasters and I guess unnatural disasters, man-made disasters. He's going to be all about that. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what our next pack holds. These are very unpredictable packs, I got to say. I did not look at the checklist ahead of time because I wanted to be surprised. And so far, I've been very pleasantly surprised by, well, if we got John Dean, you're going to get old Tricky Dick, Richard Nixon right there. And he looks sort of pleased with himself. I don't know. Another jockey, I could use less of those. Ron Turcotte repeats. There's Bill Dickey, the Hall of Fame catcher for the New York Yankees back in the 40s and 50s. Very nice. Now, what is this? Say some sort of random insert to fool me into thinking there may have been a mem card in here, I guess. I don't know. That'll also go down there where it belongs. Got a basketball player here. It is Jerry West. Johnny Weissmuller, the Olympic swimmer, and I believe, did Johnny Weissmuller play Tarzan? I think he did, if I'm remembering my childhood correctly. Johnny Weissmuller and Hal Newhouser, another pitcher there in baseball. So quite the variety of stuff in here, and some deceptive, thick cards to, if people were trying to search through these and find the mem cards, they would be saddened by finding those thick cards in there instead. Boog Powell, the longtime first baseman for the Orioles, that's a sweet card for me because I do collect the Orioles. If you watch the channel, you know that. I'm going to wolf layer that one. That's a nice one. Frankie Frisch, that's a nice one too. I like that card a lot. Really great infielder, Hall of Famer, fantastic player. And Ty Cobb, only a mother could love that face. There is the Hall of Famer Ty Cobb. And another deceptive, thick white insert card, which if I were hunting through here trying to find the pack with the mem card, I would be deceived. Now, who is this? This is, I can barely read that, Bob Beeman, who was, I believe, an Olympian as well. Bob Beeman, I think, was, I want to say he was a hurdler or a long jumper, something like that. This was, I don't really follow the Olympics, so that's really testing my trivia knowledge there. Whitey Ford with a $2 bill. I don't know what the story is behind that. Winking at the camera. Whitey Ford, who is the winningest American League pitcher of the 1960s. Little known fact, but it is true. A lot of people think of Whitey Ford as being like a guy who pitched in the 50s, but he was actually very active in the 60s as well. So that's kind of neat to get his card. Rudolph Valentino, the early film star there in a dashing hat, I have to say. That's something else I would wear if I found one of those on the rack at Walmart or what have you. Not that I ever would, but Pretty nice attire there for Rudy. Rudolph Valentino was he was a heartthrob back in the day. The ladies loved Rudolph Valentino, and I don't know, he's always kind of looked plain to me. There's nothing special about the guy. I don't get it. Bobby Fischer, that's a pretty cool card. He is, of course, the chess master Bobby Fischer. That's one I'm going to wolf layer too, as I do play chess, and there aren't many cards of chess players. I don't know, is this a Bobby Fischer rookie card maybe? It probably could be, I'm not sure, but I'm keeping that one. That's a sweet one. Sam Crawford, we have his pennant, and now we have his card. We'll add that, and there's our autographed card. Pretty sweet. It's Tony Oliva, the Twins Hall of Famer. Very nice autograph card. That is awesome. How about that? Was not expecting that right off the bat. Let's get a blue card stand, one of Ryan's card stands from Bucks in 6, in commemoration of Tony Oliva being a Twin. That is awesome. Nice autograph, Hall of Fame autograph out of this box already. That's pretty sweet. Johnny Bench is our mini card. That's a nice one too. I like that one. And Joe Jackson, he of the shoeless Joe Jackson variety there. And there we got Al Kaline going up against the fence to catch for the Tigers. That's a sweet card as well. Al Kaline wearing the shades back there. I don't think I've ever seen a picture of Al Kaline wearing sunglasses. Not that I would necessarily be, tracking that or whatever, but in any event, there you go. So let's see. This is another thick one. I should probably start pulling these and seeing if I can tell. Yeah, that's a thick one too. And that appears to be a thick one. So we got more packs. I think we have more packs than I said I was going to open. I don't know. Now I'm getting confused. Let's see if there are any thick ones in here. And there do appear to be. There's one. So there are 3 thick packs. I'm going to sub those out for thin ones in the hopes. Pardon me, this darn cough. In the hopes that we will save our relic card hit until the next episode, since we pulled our autograph in this episode. Tony Oliva, that is. I don't know if I have his autograph on anything. I don't think I do. I'm not a big Twins guy, and though Tony Oliva was a really good player and one that I liked, I don't think I have his autograph anywhere. There's Lou Piniella from the Yankees, and Phil Rizzuto, another Yankees player there. I don't think I've ever seen that sort of creepy picture of Phil Rizzuto. Looks like he's ready to tell you a spooky story around the campfire. What is Frank Robinson, who is a former Oriole as well? He's wearing the crown there? I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is. I guess that's because he won the Triple Crown. I'm assuming that's what's going on there. Frank Robinson, Oriole great, and Reds great. Dizzy Dean, there's the mini card of that player. Dick Fosbury, known as the inventor of the Fosbury flop for high jumping. And Citation, another Triple Crown winner there in horse racing. Citation, really good horse. I mean, what do you say about... I don't understand, though. What do you say about horses, How much is the horse and how much is the jockey and how much are the track conditions and how much... I really apologize for this cough, and I really want it to go away. If anybody has any home remedies or things that you can suggest, there's Seattle Slew, who we've already punned about that horse once in this episode, so we're not going to do it again. What is this? It's a headlines insert where FDR reassures nation, and oh, okay, that's one I didn't know you could get that insert. That's one I've never seen before. There is Ty Cobb again in the mini card format, and Eddie Cicotte, who is a pitcher who's also in the Hall of Fame, as I recall, and Don Larson. Don Larson is not in the Hall of Fame, but Don Larson does have a what I guess you would call a claim to fame. As far as I know, is the only single pitcher to pull off the feat of throwing a perfect game in the World Series. Don Larson looks like he just finished shaving and is wiping the shaving cream off his cheek there. I'm not sure where they got that photo. Let's go to our next pack, see what we get out of here. We've gotten some very unusual cards thus far. And Ron Blomberg there, that's a weird choice to put in this set. Ron Blomberg was a perfectly serviceable first baseman, but not a guy I would put in the company of many of the other players in here. There's Cleon Jones, another kind of odd choice. Cleon Jones, perfectly good outfielder, but certainly not a Golden Age star by any means. Now there's a legitimate star, Jackie Robinson, and that's a card of that player I do not have. I give all of my Jackie Robinsons to my son, so I'm going to put that one aside for him. The Loch Ness Monster, that's sweet. That is awesome. I'm definitely wolf-laring that. The elusive Loch Ness Monster, Meadowlark Lemon from the Harlem Globetrotters. I saw Meadowlark Lemon play once. I saw the Harlem Globetrotters when I was much younger, and he was spectacular. They all were, Curly and Meadowlark and all the rest of them. They were pretty amazing. That's cool to get that. Stan Musial kissing his bat, as hitters back in those days were prone to do, because I guess they thought, I don't know, maybe they thought they brought them luck. I'm not sure. If you see any cards in here that you are excited about and wish that you could add to your collection, all you have to do is ask, because at the moment, I'm sending cards out to you guys because of the 900 subscriber collection break giveaway that is happening right now. It's happening right this minute. All you have to do is be a subscriber and go back and watch Tuesday's video. Send me a list of the cards you would like out of the collection that I broke here on the channel for the first time. If you see any cards in there you want, as long as you're a subscriber, I will send you cards anywhere in the world. And if you see any cards in today's video that I don't specifically earmark as cards that you can tell I'm going to keep, then you're very welcome to ask for them. Steve Coffin, who was, I believe, the jockey for Affirmed, who was a Triple Crown winner. There's Buster Keaton. That's pretty cool. Buster Keaton, a weird-looking guy, too, but a very, very talented actor and comedian back in the early days when I was but a lad. Jim Ryan, who I believe was a distance runner, if I'm remembering right. Bob Feller, that's a cool card. Bob Feller, Golden Age. Is that an insert? I guess it is. That's a neat card of Bob Feller. I like that one. And then we get, this one is backwards for some reason. It's Tom Seaver. Kind of a, I'm not sure why that one's backwards, but a nice mini card there. Nancy Lopez, who I believe was, she's a professional golfer, or was, back in the 70s and 80s. And I believe she married the baseball player Ray Knight, who was a third baseman for the Reds and the Mets, and was, I think he was an all-star a couple of times. He was a pretty good player. Trivia there. Ted Williams, the Splendid Splinter. That's a nice card, too. I like that one. Nice Ted Williams card there. Of course, the thing with these Golden Age cards, they don't have any of the logos of the teams on there, but I don't know. I think they handle it pretty well for these. I don't really mind it on this as much as I do some of the modern Panini. It seems much more pronounced, but on these, I don't know. They just look better. Nice Tony Perez card there. Hall of Famer. Nice to see that. And Gordie Howe, that's a sweet card. Didn't know you could get hockey players in here, so that's pretty awesome. Like to see that. Frank Howard, the power-hitting outfielder for several teams, including the Senators and the Mets, I believe. Frank Howard, good slugger. Franklin D. Roosevelt, good slugger, too. He was our president and did a lot of stuff. I'm not going to get into presidential history here. Warren Spahn mini card. Harmon Killebrew, another Twins great. We got the Tony Oliva autographed card. Nice Harmon Killebrew card there. And Larry Fine, who was, I believe, Moe on the Three Stooges, who, you know, people like the Three Stooges. I was always more partial to Laurel and Hardy myself. I like them a lot more than the Three Stooges. And, of course, I like the Marx Brothers. How can you not like the Marx Brothers? There's some wonderful joking and wordplay and cleverness with Groucho. There's a Reggie Jackson. That's sweet. I collect Reggie Jackson. I don't have that card, so that certainly goes into the wolf layer. That's a nice one. There's Yaz. Carl Yastrzemski, the Hall of Famer, not Mike, but Carl. So that's a pretty nice one there. Another good Red Sox card. Early Win, pitcher, and another backwards mini card. It is Fred Lynn, another Red Sox player. He also played for the Orioles and the Angels, but his best years were when he was with the Red Sox. He was a fantastic player for them. Guy who, during his playing days, I thought Fred Lynn would get into the Hall of Fame for sure, but then his career didn't quite go the way I thought it would, but still a really good player. There's Richard Petty, who is known for his sideburns and race car driving. Richard Petty, right there. And Lefty Williams, who looks, I don't know, Lefty Williams looks like he's just kind of hanging out in the dugout there. Pretty good card. I'm actually not that familiar with Lefty Williams, to be quite honest. He was 81-44 in 5 years with Chicago, which had the team's highest winning percentage in that span. He's best known for being accused of helping throw the 1919 World Series. Okay, so he was part of the Black Sox scandal. That's probably why I don't know who he is, because I don't have all those players memorized. But there you go, Lefty Williams getting a baseball card. I have to say, that's probably the only Lefty Williams baseball card. I know it's the only one I own, and it's maybe the only one I've ever seen, quite honestly. Bob Gibson there, looking dreamy as he holds a baseball. And that's a nice turtleneck Bob Gibson's wearing. I'd probably wear that. If I saw that on the rack at, I don't know, Marshall's or something, I'd probably wear that. There's Nolan Ryan. That's a sweet card, too. Going to add that to my PC. No question about that. One I've never seen before. I like that. And Burley Grimes, great pitcher back in the day. You can see him, looks like he's chatting with somebody in the stands there, as the players used to do back then. See a repeat there of Jim, what is his name? I really, the print on these is ridiculous. Jim Ryan, I think. W.K. Kellogg, who of course is known as a fine purveyor of cereals the world over. I don't think I've ever seen a baseball card of W.K. Kellogg, though of course Kellogg's cereal made baseball cards in the 70s and 80s. So I don't know. It all comes full circle, maybe. I'm not so sure about that. Red Shindings, who we often see in sets like this. Red was a player or a manager or, you know, front office guy for his entire adult life. Truly, he gave his entire adult life to baseball. Red is in the Hall of Fame, and deservedly so. That was a lot of fun. I had a good time with that. We did not get our, relic card, and that's the way I kind of wanted it. Once we pulled that autograph, I wanted to see if we could rig it so that we'd get the relic card the next time we open this product. The remaining 12 packs you will see opened on this channel next week. And here's what I put in the Wolf Lair: Nolan Ryan, Reggie Jackson, the Loch Ness Monster, Jackie Robinson, Bobby Fischer. This is quite an array of names here. I don't think you would ever see any other product where you're pulling this array of names. Frankie Frisch, Boog Powell, and Joe DiMaggio, and the Hindenburg is also going in there because my son's going to like that. So we get the Hindenburg, Boog, Nolan Ryan, the Loch Ness Monster, Bobby Fischer, and Joe DiMaggio. So that's I guess that's the fun stuff that you get when you open this product. Again, if you saw something in here that you are super excited about and would like to have in your own collection, and you think it's really a cool card, all you have to do is ask me for it. And since I'm mailing cards out anyway, it'd be easy for me to put it aside for you. Very interesting box topper, too. I've never seen a pennant as a box topper, so that's cool. I will be back tomorrow with Dorking with Dice, and it will almost certainly be the last time that you will see hockey in the Dorking box. Tomorrow on this channel, you'll see a mix of vintage hockey and vintage baseball packs, and we'll open a bunch of them at random, depending upon the vagaries of the big pink D20 that we use on this channel every Friday. I look forward to resuming Dorking with Dice with you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday and that you enjoyed this. So let me know what you think of this product. I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what you think. And again, we'll do the other half of this box next week. Hope you're doing well, and as always, happy collecting.